Hey guys, I am back with a new video today. In today's video, I'm checking out some more Mu Region 3. If you guys don't know, you didn't watch my last video, Mu Region 3. It is a mobile MMORPG that came out about a little bit over a week ago. And it is actually a very good MMORPG. It's been a while since I played a good one. And it's not your typical anime art style MMORPG. I know a lot of people have been looking for an MMO that doesn't have the anime art style. And you finally found a good one in Mu Region 3. So I wanted to make a video on the classes. I did a little bit of research, talked to some people that play the game already, and let you guys know which class is good, which isn't that great, which is better for free to play. And if you guys are playing the game and looking to make an alt, you know, my video might help you guys out. If it's your first time playing the game, this video might help you guys out. And if you already are playing a game but want to know a little bit more about your class, this video will help you guys out. So let's jump into this video. I'm on my mobile device, and make sure you guys give me a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe. Guys, remember, there's two most important things in life. One is follow your dreams, and two is follow my channel. And let's check it out. Before we jump into today's video, guys, I want to talk about one of my favorite sponsors, which is Huawei AppGallery. Huawei AppGallery, if you guys don't know what it is, I'll put a download link in the description below. It's basically like a Play Store where you guys can download games on your Android device or your emulator, and on your purchases you get bonuses, rewards, and money back. So basically they have a campaign going on where you have spent $150,000 or euros of budget, and on your first purchase, let's say you spend 100 euros on a game that you like, you'll get 30 euros back, so you can spend even more money for free. And then over the course you get 50% back. And then €1 equals 1 Huawei point. And they have other bonuses, so every single day you have a chance of winning different rewards throughout those 15 days. You can get Huawei watches, Huawei Airpods. I have Huawei Airpods, it's pretty good. Coupons and so on. And then if you guys really like your game and you guys spend a lot of money, you guys can get VIP rewards, coupons, Airpods, Huawei pads, Huawei phones, and a lot of cool rewards. So why not, guys? Why not, if you guys are already playing a game, why not get it from Huawei AppGallery instead, so you guys get money back on your purchases, right? It is definitely worth it. So check it out, and let's jump into today's video. So we have the 3 classes. Now there's not 3 classes, actually more, because all of the classes have what you call an awakening, so you can choose later on in the game which path you want to choose. If you want to choose there's 2 paths to choose between on all the classes. So we're gonna look at what is good. Now Mu Region is a game which has really nice combat. If you guys watched my last video on it, you can move while attacking. Combat feels really nice, very smooth, the skills look great, and all the classes seem to have their own style of play, so they don't like copy each other. Now this game is a mobile MMORPG, so obviously the more you spend in the game, the stronger you will be. The higher your gear is, the stronger you will be. This is kind of obvious, but there's always some classes that are better than others. But let's start up with the first class, which is, okay, it's not the Mage, it is the Swordsman. Now the Swordsman is your typical melee fighter in the game. It's the only melee fighter in this game, but it has 2 subclasses, which is fighter and a knight. Now fighter is more of like a berserker type that you're used to in most games, where you just unleash a lot of damage, a lot of burst damage on your targets. Melee, single target, it does really good in single target PvE. So if you're fighting bosses and such, it will do a really great job in fighting the bosses. It has 3 different skills. Here you can see inflict 300% extra damage to enemies, you know, berserk state, like I was saying, goes into berserk state. It has a nice, like a flurry, jabbing flurry, huge damage that it deals to enemies in front. And then you have the rage slash, you know, can quickly jump on the target, nice to closing distance and deal damage. So it's your typical high damage single target damage dealer. So if you're used to like playing a berserker, warrior, or barbarian, such class, it will work really good for you. The second path that you can choose in the class, the Swordsman, is the Knight. Now the Knight is more shield. It does also, again, the same type of class, because they're both swordsmen, so you'd be using the sword, but Knight is more a defensive type, right? So it will be having like shields to protect itself and play more of a defensive role, like a tanky role, but it also can do a really good damage, has some nice pulse, has some nice skills, but it will be mainly used. It's good for PvP, because it's like, if it's single target PvP, very good for bosses, very good For mobs and such, it's not as good as the other classes because it doesn't have the AoE. But single target wise, Swordsman is the way the class to go, and it is the only melee option. So if you use the playing melee, go the Swordsman. Next up, we have the Mage. Now the Mage has the two paths, which is the Magister and the Forbidden Mage. Now it's basically, make it easy, it's a Fire Mage and it's Ice Mage. And we already know that the Fire Mage, most games, the same as this one, the Fire Mage does great in PvE aspect, also does good in PvP. It has a lot of AoEs, a great damage, magical damage, has range, and I especially enjoyed playing Mage in this game. I think it was very fluid, very nice to play. It works very well for everything you want to do. If it's PvE, mob farm, PvP, you have the AoE in PvP. If you're fighting like several players and such, you will have a good AoE damage. In bosses, some bosses, you know, spawn mobs and such. It does great single target damage and AoE damage. So it does cheat a little bit maybe when it comes to like damage meters and stuff because it has its AoE. But going with the Magister is not wrong. It is ranked as one of the best classes in this game. Next up, you have the Forbidden Mage. Now, the Forbidden Mage is the Ice Mage, and we know what Ice Mages does. They are okay in PvE, you can use them, but they're mainly used for PvP, right? They have high CC, high control, ice, freeze damage, high CC, good burst. So if you want to play the Forbidden Mage, you might be more of a like a PvP player, but you can also play it in PvE, of course. All the classes are pretty balanced in this game, surprisingly so far. So you will have a good time playing either of them. But if I was more of a PvP focused player, I would go for the Forbidden Mage. If I was more of a PvE overall, just a mage player, like you like to do PvP and PvE and everything, go for the Fire Mage. You know, it has some nice cool attacks, Thunder of Fire, you know, Dragon Attack, and so on. Now, the last class, the last two classes you can say, is the Archer. Now the Archer has two subclasses. It has the Holy Archer and Ranger. This time I'm going to talk about the Ranger first. Now the Ranger is by far, like I was watching, I did some research earlier, went to Google, and I was seeing like somebody put the Ranger as the worst class, which is false. The Ranger is actually one of the strongest class in PvE and PvP. It has really nice range, a lot of damage and DPS, and it is ranked as the top class in this game right now, especially for PvE. So bosses, mobs, PvP, just dealing range damage and being able to do so much damage is very good. So Ranger, top tier class. Now, as a free-to-play player, if I was getting into this game with Region 3 and you were not looking to spend a lot of money, I would either go for the Ranger or the Holy Archer. Because the reason I would go for the Holy Archer is because the Holy Archer is more of a support type role, where you can heal and deal damage and have your range. And usually in games where you have to spend money, it's very good to choose the healing role and the support role in these kind of games. It is very good. I know there's like some top archers that use this for like world PvP and stuff, because you have some sustain, you can heal yourself, you can do damage, and so on. But it's more of like a support role, but works well again for PvE, PvP, and so on. So if you want to go for the hard or Ranger damage dealer, go for the Ranger class. If you want to go for more of a support role, heal role, go for the Holy Archer. Now, my overall opinion, the classes is it's very easy to choose these type of classes from other games that you guys have played, because they are pretty straightforward. There's no like if you played the magical damage dealers like Necromancer, Mages, and so on in other games, you go for the Mage, right? If you're into PvP, you go for the Ice Mage. If you used to play like a Bard style Ranger, more of like a tamer role, you go for the Holy Archer. But if you like damage, you like DPS as a Ranger, you go for the, you know, the Ranger. Why do I call it Ranger? It's called Archer, but the subclass is called Ranger. And then if you're used to playing melees, assassins, warrior, berserker classes, you'll go for the swordsman, right? And if you're used to playing like a tanky support role, you go for the knight. So overall opinions, the classes are very balanced in this game for now. It does obviously depend on how much you grind, how much you pay to win, and so on. But as a free-to-play player, the class I would suggest for you guys is to go for the Ranger, either the Holy Archer or the straight up Ranger. because it is ranked as the strongest class, and you'll be able to keep up with some people that spend more money than you if you play the ranger, because of your damage. And having the range always is a plus in mobile games. So that is my class guide. Let me know if you guys agree. Tell me in the comments below, what class did you guys choose, and are you happy with your choice? Thank you guys so much for watching, guys. Make sure you give me a thumbs up for the algorithm. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.